Hi everybody, it's Caroline here. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm working in my Happy Planner memory planner and I'm putting together a spread using the current collection from Tracy Reed Designs, which is called Aflutter. This is an absolutely beautiful springtime collection and it is a printable collection. It also comes as a digital kit if you are a digital scrapbooker, but if you work with paper products like myself, then you can print all of these products at home with your home printer, which is what I have done. I already have my photos printed out and tacked down, and I already have my journaling printed onto some matte sticker paper, some clear sticker paper. So I will be assembling the spread in front of the camera, but those are the steps that I have done up until this point. Now, the memory planner is quite a new format for me, but I'm really enjoying working with it. And one of the things I'm discovering is that I do like to batch create, simply because I print all of my journaling off at this point. I haven't kind of branched out into using my own handwriting in the book. So I have A4 sheets of the see-through, the clear sticker paper, and I don't really want to cut into those. So I wait until I've got enough journaling for a whole sheet, and then I print it out and cut them into the boxes as you see here. And step one for me is to do something with those journaling spots. So today I want to put patterned paper underneath my journaling. So I've gone through the collection and I've pulled out one of the patterned papers that I think will work really well with the sticker paper on the top. So you'll still be able to see all of this pretty pattern, but it's soft and gentle enough as a pattern, and the colour is nice and soft so that the words will still be nicely legible. Another thing that I sometimes do is build up underneath with mixed media or with some stamping or some inking, but today I've decided to go with pattern paper. So that's always my first step. Once I've tacked down where my photos are going to go and I know where my journaling will go, it's what am I going to put behind my words. Now that I've got all of those pieces cut out, and for the Happy Planner I work with a vertical Happy Planner, and I cut my pattern paper to 2.4 inches by 1.4 inches, which gives me a little bit of a space around the edge. I get a little bit of a border. I know that I'm going to use that, well at this point I think I'm going to use that lovely black and white print over on the left hand side. So I'm just putting that there as a space holder, popping all of these nice pink plaids down into position so I can see what they look like where they are. And I've decided that I'm going to be working with the patterned cards that come with the Tracy Reed collection today, not the pattern papers. So Tracy designs all of these gorgeous patterns, and then in her shop she provides them as either a 12 by 12 printable, a traveller's notebook size, or as pattern cards which come as either 3 by 4 size or 6 by 4 size. And the patterns actually get sized down as you move down in the format. So by the time you get to the 3 by 4 cards, which I'm working with today, your patterns are really nice and small and dainty, and they work really well as a pattern for the Happy Planner. So I'm going here with this gorgeous floral and butterfly motif paper and this really pretty distressed wood grain, and these are available in larger format papers. But if I was to cut this small size of box from a larger sheet of the paper, I wouldn't get as much detail on that in that box. So I like to print out the 3 by 4 cards, and I always get 3 of my Happy Planner boxes out of one 3 by 4 card. So it works really well for me. Now in this particular week I didn't have too many photos, and that is why I've decided to go with 2 of the double-sized boxes on each over the spread. So one on the left hand side, one on the right hand side, and that's what I'm using the gorgeous floral and butterfly for. And at this point nothing has been adhered down, and I'm just going to start now sticking down all of those plaids, and then I will go back in and tear off the back of my my sticker paper and adhere my sticker paper to the plaid. It doesn't look particularly legible here on screen, but it really is perfectly legible. It looks absolutely gorgeous in person. I'm really happy that I went with that soft pink and white plaid. I do like to try to include photos that actually do go on the date, rather than just being really fluid across the spread. So because I had quite a number of photos I wanted to include for the one day here over the weekend when we went away, I've just created a tiny little flip up so I can add in a couple of additional photos and my journaling will sit underneath. So that's one of the things I love about the memory planner. It can just bring in lots of fun interactive elements because there's no page protectors. And this is where I'm kind of going backwards and forwards now between that beautiful black and white butterfly. It looks like a print, it looks like stamping, but I've decided, even though I pulled that straight away and I knew that I wanted to use it, I've actually decided to pull in the Traveller's Notebook signature that matches the 3x4 distressed wood grain card that I used earlier, and I think that helps to bring things across the spread. I only had that wood grain in a couple of spots. I always like to try to include a pattern at least 3 times, and for me that feels really, really nice and cohesive now. Although I'm quite late posting this video on YouTube, this was actually only the second project that I created with this collection when I'd first printed it. So at this point, I've got pretty much all of the die cuts still to use, which was really, really fun. I love that Tracy always includes 3 sheets with her die cuts. So there's always a sheet of florals and motifs, lots of journaling spots and lots of sentiment pieces as well. So my process is always that I go through the sentiment pieces first, looking for any words that really match the theme or the story that I'm trying to tell, and the colour scheme as well. So I always pull those out, and then there's lots and lots of backwards and forwards where I try to work out what might fit where. I always look for the words first, because for me memory keeping is very much about the photos, but it's very, very much about the story. And one of the great things with Tracy's collections is the story can be really enhanced by the words and the sentiments that she puts onto her die cuts and all of her ephemera pieces. You'll see quite a lot of backwards and forwards at this point, but what I decided to do with those 2 double width boxes that I have, one on each side, I've decided to just use those as a really large embellishment area. There are some really great kind of script and large word pieces that come with this collection, so I'm going to pull one of those for each of those 2 areas. I'm also going to pull in a couple of the butterflies because they're absolutely beautiful, really, really lovely icon to have. And then just some different word phrases and some arrows, and trying to keep things as minimal as possible. So there's lots and lots of different icons that come with this collection. There were lots of florals, and there were some really nice hexagon sentiments and things, but I wanted to try to just keep things down to a few similar shapes, because it can get quite busy on the page with a memory planner, and I've noticed that with my style I can throw a little bit too much at it across a double page spread. So I'm trying to pare things back and just keep things minimal and let the patterns and the colours and the photos and the words do everything that I need them to do for me. And here we have the finished spread back in the Happy Planner. I'm already starting to look for different discs for this Happy Planner because it's already very full and I'm only into March at this point. Even though we're in April, the planner itself is only up until March. I'm definitely going to need some extender discs for this album because I would like to keep everything in one planner if I can. Really, really happy with the way this has come out. I'm really happy with that little flip up. Love my words and sentiment pieces, love the pattern papers. That rainbow wood grain is actually my favourite paper in the collection, so we're really happy that I managed to get that into this spread. So if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you don't already, please subscribe. I'd love to have you here for more videos. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.